Hey, welcome to Q&A, where you ask your questions and I do my best to provide a biblical, a theological answer to help you process things. Today's question is a question which I suspect, if you've been around the church any period or you have actively engaged in certain areas, you've heard this question posed in one form or another. So let me ask the question that's been asked and then share my thoughts in the hopes that it might help you be able to put this question where it rightfully belongs if it's ever asked of you. So here's the question. I hold pro-life views, but think if I can't support a mother and baby through life, I have no right to stop abortion. What do you think? And as I say, it comes up. I just think this question, the reasoning process, if you're pro-life, then where are you after the baby's born? You know, if you're pro-life, then when the mother's struggling with a 5-year-old, where are you then? See, her life's a misery now, all because of you. See, you're not pro-life, you're just pro-birth. And I hear variations of this thing a lot because let me be upfront, I'm pro-life. As a Christian, I'm pro-life. As a Christian, you can't hold biblical Christianity and any other view. The Bible doesn't give that ground for you, in my view. So let me tell you what my thoughts are, because I just think this question is, when people throw out this, it's really a red herring. They're trying to obscure things, because if you ask this question in a different context, you realize just how silly it is. For example, you're living next door to a family. They're stressed. They're economically stressed, and tensions are high. Tempers are short, and there's quite a lot of verbal abuse between the parents, and that spills over towards the children, and there's a lot of raised voices, and you think that child is being physically endangered. What do you do? I'm willing to bet that you take steps to ring the appropriate authorities. You ring child welfare, you ring the police, you ring the appropriate authorities to get help for, in the first instance, for those children, but your hope is that you'll get help for the family. Here's what I don't think you do. I don't think you sit there and think, you know what, I want to get help for those kids, but if I do that, the chances are the kid's going to be taken away, and who's going to look after them? I can't look after them. I can't help. So therefore, I'll do nothing. I'll just let that situation continue. You see how silly the question around, if you're really pro-life, then where are you afterwards is? It's to miss the point. Yeah, ideally, I agree that the church would be more involved. And I want to say the church is involved. I know a lot of church-based, faith-based organizations that are actively involved post-birth, that are there for the long haul. So to say that the church, that pro-lifers aren't really pro-life, they're just pro-birth, is wrong. I know many organizations. You could turn it around. Those who are pro-woman's choice, where are they when countless women, and I know of countless women who end up suicidal, who end up really struggling because of a choice they've made to terminate a pregnancy. Where are the people who advise them to do it then? You see, it goes both ways. And my point is simply this. Yes, we should be there, but if you can't be, don't let that stop you from trying to do what you can for the first part. Into stepping in to advocate for pro-life, to advocate on behalf of a life in utero, is an honourable thing. And maybe it's going to inspire you to get more involved in post-birth organisations that support mothers with unwanted pregnancies, to become the mothers that their hearts long for, to provide the support that child needs. There's opportunity for that, but don't let the fact that you're not doing it put you off your views and say, well, therefore I can't advocate. Yes, you can, and yes, you should. A life saved is a life saved. Just because you can't be involved in the whole process doesn't mean to say you shouldn't be. And so that's how I look at that whole question when it's framed one way or another. And in this case, I want to say, if you're pro-life, own it. Be pro-life. Stand up for the rights of the unborn child. Don't say, oh, because I'm not going to be there afterwards, I have no right. Yes, you do. Just as you have every right, and it's the right thing to do to intervene when a child has been abused by parents. Even though you can't stand there and help later, you would still do it in this context as well. It's the same principle, just different context. And when we look at it like that, it helps us see that, yes, stepping in is the right thing to do. And yes, we should have organizations, faith-based Christian organizations there right through. And we do, and we need more. But the fact we don't have more is not a sufficient reason to not be involved at the beginning of the process. So that's how I respond to this sort of thing. Those are my thoughts. I hope they're helpful to you. If this is your question, please hear me. I'm not trying to come down on you. I'm just trying to say that, you're trying to hold wrong things together. You're trying to reconcile two irreconcilable positions. So I just hope this sheds some light on that. So that's it. Be interested to hear your thoughts. As always, you can post your questions on slido.com. Use the hashtag LC22, and I'll do my best to respond. But that's it for now. Until next time, God bless.